Hello everyone, my name is Kingsley from Wizuma Studio, and today we'll be doing a part 2 of our previous video, which is how to take out blemishes in Photoshop. So this one we'll be talking about macro, dodge and burn. How to even out the skin with macro, dodge and burn. I already did this here, and this is just a layer. So I'll turn it off and I'll turn it on. So you have to achieve this, and I'll show you guys how to do it. So first I would want to delete this, and start afresh. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a curves adjustment layer here. I'm just going to duplicate it. Ctrl J to duplicate, Ctrl Command J to duplicate. So I'll go from the first one we created first, and I'll pull this down to this point, and I'll call it burn. I'll call it burn. Now click on the white layer mask, Ctrl I to invert it to hide the effect. Then I'll go back to the first layer and click on this curve icon here, and I'll pull it up to this point. Then I'll invert it, and I'll call this dodge. Now we have created our macro, dodge and burn layers. So I'll just call this macro. So what I did was, let me go back. What I did was I just selected these two layers using putting my shift key on my keyboard. Then I'll select the dodge and the burn, put in the shift key, then go to my keyboard and press Ctrl Command G to group. And I'll call this macro, dodge and burn. Now we have created our dodge and burn layers. Next one to do is create a check layer. For now we can't really see where to dodge and where to burn, so we have to create a check layer to do that. And to create a check layer, we're using two check layers, one for dodge and one for burn. I'll explain those check layers as we proceed. So I'll come back to my adjustment layer and I'll select solid color, and I'll change the figures here to 9191, and I'll change the blending mode to color. Then I'll create a new adjustment layer again. I'll call it brightness and contrast. I'll put this. I'll check use legacy, and I'll put this up to about 20. Yeah, 20 seems to be fine. Then I'll take my brightness to 3%. To 3. Yeah, group Control G. Then I'll change the name to gray check layer. So gray check layer. Then this is for dodging. This shows me where to dodge. Then I'll create a new check layer again. I'll come to my adjustment layers here, and I'll select which one? Gradient map. I'll select gradient map. Then I'll come here and make the first color white, and the last color I'll change it to black. Just like that. Then I'll be having this inverted gradient. Then I'll come back to my adjustment layers again, and I'll create a levels adjustment. Then I'll pull this up to about this point. Looks fine. Yeah, it's about that point. And I'll put these two in a group, and I'll call it inverted check layer. Inverted check layer. Now, this first check layer shows me where to dodge. It makes those two dark parts become obvious, like this. Let me get the layer. I'll select my white brush, hardness 200, and choose the 70 brush. Yeah, it shows this part is too faded, so I'll increase it a bit. It shows this part which is too dark. Here seems too dark. We need to brighten this part up. Here, and some stuff here. Also this part we need to brighten it up. Basically it shows us where we need to brighten and where we need to darken. But for this first check layer, dodge and the gray check layer, we have to dodge the dark parts to make it brighter. Dodge and burn, the idea behind micro dodge and burn is to brighten and darken the parts of the face of the image entirely, so that the colors on our skin will become even. Yeah, so that's just it. So the dodge this part and part of this part also. Then our chin seems too dark. Then I think that is all. Although there are some other parts too that we would need to work on, like this. As we proceed, you'd see them. So I'll turn off this one. And now for this inverted check layer, it will show you the bright parts that you need to darken. Now, if I turn this off, you notice this part is bright. Here is bright and here is bright. But when I turn this off, when I turn this on, those bright parts becomes dark. So now you have to burn on this dark parts, because they are the bright parts. Like what I circled now was looking dark here, but when I turned it off, it became bright. So now we have to burn on this part to darken it, so it will blend in with our skin. And moving on, this part also that seems dark, then we have to brush on this place a little. We have to brush on this part a little to darken it. So what makes some of our models' face look uneven is because there are so many variants of colors on our face. I'll just turn off my gray check layer for this up. There are so many colors, like here is bright, here is dark, bright, dark, bright, dark, bright, dark. We are just trying to blend in those transitions and our skin to make it smooth. Now let's proceed. So I'll just delete this and I'll turn this on, which is my gray check layer. Then I'll come to my macro dodge and board here and work on the dodge. Like I said, the first one is to dodge the skin to make it bright, make the dark parts bright, and this one is to burn the skin to make the dark parts here bright. It's confusing, I know. You get used to it, obviously. So I'll select my brush tool. After selecting my layer marks here, I'll select my brush tool. I'll change my flow to 1 and opacity to 50. And if you're using a Wacom tablet or a graphics tablet, make sure you do this brush settings. Transfer, pen pressure, and smoothing. Yeah, do not check. If this is checked, please uncheck it. Shape dynamics, uncheck it. So we're just going to proceed to our macro dodge and burn. So I'm working on the first burn check layer here, and I'm turning on the first burn layer max here. Dodge layer max here. And I'm turning on my gray check layer, and I'm brushing on the dark parts to make it bright. So I'm just brushing. Make sure if this is black or any other color, just make sure this is white. make sure it is white. The top color is white because your layer marks, white is to review and black is to hide. So we hit the effects. Let me just turn this off. Like I said, white is to review. This is what we did with the curves. It's revealing it. So in order to hide the effects, first to have the effects only where we need this effect, you have to hide the effect with a layer mask. So Control I to invert it, so it hides it automatically. This becomes black. Like I said, black is to hide and white is to review. And we'll select our white brush and paint on the picture to reveal that effect on a particular part of the picture. So let's just proceed. So you're just brushing on the dark part of our face to brighten it up. And make sure you see the previous part of this video if you haven't. I'll drop a link in the description to it, to the part 1 of this video where we remove blemishes, just in case you have issues with taking out blemishes from your pictures. That video is definitely for you. So just brushing on the dark parts of the picture to brighten it up. Now if you have issues with zooming in and zooming out to see the effects, all you have to do is just come to your Windows, then go to arrange here. So Windows, arrange, new Windows for the file you're using. So it creates a copy of this Windows. Then you go to Windows, arrange again, then two vertical up. Now we're working on this one and we're using this as a reference to see where to brush. So we're just going to make our main picture bigger than our reference, and just maybe zoom into this because we're working on our face for now. So we'll see our face, then we can easily zoom in and out with this. So whatever you do here will affect this, and whatever you do here will affect this. As you can see, this place is not that obvious, but with this one here, this side is more obvious. So this is just to show you where you're missing and where you've not touched. And make sure when you're brushing, like I just noticed my brush is at 100% hardness, so make sure it's at 0%, and you're good to go. So just gonna keep brushing. As you can see, I'm working on this part now. Look at this. When I brush on this part of this image, that particular part becomes bright. So it's just going to keep brushing. So if you're doing this, if you're editing with macro dodge and burn, make sure you dodge and you burn at the same time. What's the word again? This simultaneously. So when you're doing this, when you're using the burn, just switch, turn this on, turn this off, then so go to your burn and start brushing those dark parts. So when you're doing this, make sure you change to say don't finish all the dodge in the picture first, then come back and start working on the bone. No, that's the old way to do it. Make sure you do them simultaneously. I don't think that's a word, but so you're brushing on the dark parts with our bone to our bone layer. Just brushing. This method can take 45 minutes, but I'm just thinking of a way to show you guys the basics. So I might just leave this video to run, or I'll just fast forward me brushing. since I've already told you guys what I'm doing, I'm just have to fast forward it. I'm back, guys, and let's see where we are with this picture. So I'm going to turn off my check layers and go on my toggle my dodge and boom. So this is before, and this is after. Before, after. Let me just zoom out so you guys will see. And focus on the face. That's too much. So come out a bit. So this is before and after. Before and after. With macro dodge and boom. We can still go further with this picture, but I would stop. Let's see if I'll stop on it. With this picture. Okay, I'm not stopping it. I still have some little things that I would want to touch on it. Maybe this is fine for me, but I keep seeing something. This brush here instead. I think I'm done with this one, so I'll just close it up and focus on this one. Let's see where I look at dodge and boom. So this is before and after. Look at these lines under our eyes, like what macro dodge and boom would do with your picture. You can take out these lines under our eyes. Just take a look how we just erased it off the picture. This is before and after, before and after, before and after. Like I said, we could go further on this picture and go all in on it, but then I don't want this video to be too long. I just want to keep it short and I want to pass out information to you guys. So we'll stop here with this picture. So let's do a recap from last time. We just did smooth out blemishes from it. Smooth out blemishes, pimples and other spots on the face with this here. And then we use the macro dodge and boom here. So in our next video we'll be talking about frequency separation, still on this image. Oh, I forgot to mention, this image was shot by Dome Imagery. I'll put in the description a link to his Instagram. He really did a good job in this picture, and let's take a look at this. So if you guys should check him out. And yeah, that's all for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed yourself and you learned something. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you like and subscribe, and we'll be putting more videos, more tutorials of photography and retouching in this channel. So stay tuned, guys. Bye. I know you guys would enjoy.